Hi guys, it's Marine. Welcome back to my little English page. Today I'm sharing 5 tips on how to study better. I have some students that I know study a lot. They spend hours and hours studying English, but there's no improvement whatsoever. Why? Because they are not studying efficiently. There's going to be 2 sections in this video. The first one is really focused on general tips on how to study better, and the second one is going to be on helping you memorizing vocabulary. Alright, let's go! Alright, let's start with our general tips. My first tip is you need to divide your study time. It's not good to do 2 or 3 hours of studying straight, because the way our brain is designed makes it difficult to focus after 20 or 30 minutes on the same task. You need to give that guy a little break. So do 20 or 30 minutes of work and then have a little 5 or 10 minute break. Go have a coffee, I don't know, do a little task that you have to do around the house, but do something different. Disconnect. The second important tip is don't do a day of grammar, a day of vocabulary, a day of speaking, a day of phrasal verbs. Why? Because you are going to overload your brain with that kind of information all at once. So you still want to divide your time in little 20 minutes to 30 minutes blocks, but you want to make sure that each block is different, because otherwise you'll get back onto the same thing and you'll start getting bored of doing the same thing over and over again. Little extra here could be to also establish some kind of a reward system to make sure that you continue doing your 20 minutes break, 20 minutes break. Make sure there's something to look forward to at the end. So like I said, it could be rewarding yourself with a coffee, or at the end of that day, of that study day that you've divided, you could treat yourself to some kind of cake. Cake is always good. Okay, so divide your time, plan what you're doing and when, and make sure you reward yourself for all of your good work. So those are the first general study tips. Alright, tip number 1 on how to memorize vocabulary. If you want to memorize a word, you need to make sure that you use it at least 3 times in a day. And I don't mean 3 times in a row. You need to space it out throughout the day. This also applies to grammar. Let's say you're learning the causative clause, right? Make sure you use that sentence 3 times during the day. Ooh, I should really make an appointment. I need to get my nails done today. Your house is a mess and you're thinking that you would love to have a cleaner to take care of that. Well, I would love to have my house cleaned by somebody else right now. That'd be lovely. Okay? So even if it's not in a conversation with another person, you could talk to yourself using those structures or that particular vocabulary. Tip is a very simple, very easy one. I think I have already told you about it, but I find it rather useful. When you want to memorize something, make sure you read it before you go to bed. This is the last thing on your brain before you go to sleep, which means your brain is going to be working on that particular thing that you read, and you will wake up having it memorized a little bit better than if you hadn't read it the night before. Cool, easy trick, super easy to apply. It could be about anything, not just English, so I honestly strongly recommend that you use it. It will take 5 minutes of your time every day and it works wonders. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find all those tips useful. Now, I would love to hear what your tips are. What do you do to study better or to memorize vocabulary? Why don't you comment that down below? That way everybody can scroll through the comments and benefits from the tips. Now, don't forget to follow My Little English page on Facebook, Instagram, the blog, but also to subscribe to the YouTube channel and to press the bell button. Alright, if you've done all of that guys, that's it for today. Keep on learning. Bye bye.